Hi everybody, it's Beatle Dave calling to you from Derbyshire, United Kingdom on a very nice Sunday morning. Weather is absolutely lovely today. Hope it's nice wherever you are in the world. As the name says, Beatle Dave, so it's everything to do with the Beatles, whether that be records, CDs, books, LPs, EPs, whatever. It is a Beatles channel, but it is also a record collecting channel. Got to make that clear because, I'm a record collector and I'm a Beatles collector, so it is a little crossover of the both, but 99.9% of the time it is about the Beatles. And today, as the title suggests, we're going to look at Let It Be album, which is on white vinyl. There's a little bit of a story to this LP. As many of you may know, I've been collecting records for over 40 years now. And in the late 70s, EMI in the UK released the White Album on white vinyl. I think it was Abbey Road on green vinyl, Magical Mystery Tour on yellow vinyl, and Let It Be on white vinyl. Now, some people think that they were just actually released for the UK market, but technically they were actually released as export copies to go around the world. So in the UK, they are actually very, very hard to get. I've been looking for them for years and years and years, and every time I see them, they're going for like stupid money, like £200 and things like that, or in a lot of cases even more. So I was thinking, well, I love the Beatles, hence the name Beatle Dave. And a few years ago, I happened to see Let It Be on white vinyl. Now, I must stress, this is not a UK copy. It's actually from, I think it's either Brazil or Spain it comes from. I think it's Spanish, to be honest, but it could be it's either Spanish or Brazilian, but that doesn't really matter. It was on white vinyl. It was at a really, really nice price, as in not hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I think it was something like 20, maybe £25. So I thought, and that was brand new as well, so I know it's not what it appears to be in one way, but if you're on a budget, and most of us are on budgets, if you wanted to get some of the Beatles, i.e. original UK albums, but on coloured vinyl, this is probably the cheapest way to get it. I've also got a Abbey Road somewhere on green vinyl, which I think is Australian. I think that these aren't 100% legitimate releases, let's say. But the sound quality on them, I think, is brilliant. So we'll have a look at the album. That's a little bit of the background, and now we'll have a look at the album. So cover is absolutely lovely. Nice, shiny, laminated front sleeve, laminated back sleeve. You get the all-important red apple on it as well. Spine and everything is in lovely condition. So far, so good. It does actually say on here, the catalogue number is 31C, and then it's 066-04433, and it says stereo. So it could be Spanish or it could be Brazilian. I seem to think it was Brazilian. I think it is actually Brazilian, but I could be wrong. And then there is another number underneath that which says SPTL 1013. But on the spine, it is the 3C number on the spine. So it's lovely, lovely cover. And that is the recording information, everything at the back. So you might be able to tell me if it is Spanish or I seem to think when I bought it they did actually say it was Brazilian, but now that apple is actually red, but when I put it up there it doesn't look, it looks a bit more orangey, but it is a very, very strong red. So the track list and everything is exactly the same. Even the hype bit about it is a new phase Beatles album, blah de blah de blah, reproduced for disc by Phil Spector, that's on here. And I think the track listing is exactly in the same order as well. So you get Two of Us, Bigger Pony, Across the Universe, Army in Mine, Dig It, Let It Be, and then Maggie May. Oh, dirty Maggie May, they have taken it away, and she never walked down Lime Street anymore. The only thing I don't really like about the original Let It Be LP, which is the one we're talking about here, is I wish that song would have been a little bit longer, because I think it's actually a brilliant song. That's just my opinion. Obviously, some of you might think it's a load of crap, but that's by the by. Side two, I've got a feeling, the one after 909, long and winding road for you blue and get back. So it is exactly the same as the UK editions. But like I say, I never really could justify spending £200 or £300 on a record just because it's a different colour vinyl. So, like I say, this is probably the cheapest way of doing it, and I've played this quite a few times. Okay, the labels aren't brilliant; they are a little bit dark, and if you do it from there, it looks okay, doesn't it? But then when I bring it in, it is actually quite dark, and it has got the Apple on it. Well, I mean, it actually says Apple on it there. Look, it's not bad, to be honest. And then side two, I don't know if you're going to see this because obviously this day that's side two. Nice white vinyl. There is a slight black mark just there. I don't know if you can pick that one there. And it does go through onto the other side as well, which is there. It's just there. Nice heavyweight record though. It's not none of this, really thin vinyl stuff. I've played this a few times, and because I've never had the original UK one on white vinyl, which was technically a UK export copy. Like I say, it wasn't commonly released in the UK. That a lot of people think because it was made in the UK, it was just for the UK market, where in reality, it was the exact reverse. It was made in the UK, but to export around the world. So because I haven't got the original UK version of this on white vinyl, I can't really compare what it sounds like. I can compare it to the original UK black vinyl, and this is on par. Really is on par. The sound quality, everything is really, really nice. So even if it is an unofficial release, which I think it is in all honesty, the sound quality on it is really, really nice. And for what you pay for it, you're paying, hardly a tenth of what the UK one would be. I'm not sure if you can still get this one, by the way. I did have a quick look on YouTube this morning. My internet connection, because I'm with Virgin Media, I don't think we will be for much longer, but has been very, very temperamental over the past few days. It's like this morning I switched this computer on. It took 2 hours for it to start to work properly. So I hope this video is going to come through nice and clear and doesn't freeze up in any way. Yeah, I couldn't find any of these on eBay this morning, but I could find a Abbey Road, but it wasn't on green vinyl, it was on orange vinyl, and then there was one on purple vinyl. But they do still say that they are Australian, but I do think that they are unofficial or fake or bootleg, whatever you want to call them. Then just had, this isn't a, I don't think this is a 100% legitimate release. It is either unofficial release or a bootleg. But like I say, the sound quality I think is brilliant on it. And if you're on a budget, like most of us are nowadays, and you want some of your original Beatles LPs on coloured vinyl, it's probably the easiest way to do it, if you can still find them. Price-wise, I don't know. It's probably worth what I paid for it, around about £25, £35. But that's still a hell of a lot cheaper than £200, isn't it? And technically, you are getting roughly the same sort of record. But then you could say, well, why bother with coloured vinyls anyway? Because if you've got the originals, why bother with coloured vinyls? My response to that would be, if you follow this channel, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Beatles LPs and singles and EPs and things. I've got original UK stereos, original UK monos. I've got later pressings on the 1-box EMI. I've got later pressings on the 2-box EMI. I've got some American copies. I've got some Greek copies. I've got a couple of German copies. I've got a couple of Australian copies. I've got a couple of Indian copies. So as a bona fide Beatle fanatic, I always look for something now which is a little bit different. Like I say, I would love to have the UK export copy of this, but in all honesty, I don't think I would ever get it, not unless it was at a really, really nice price. And I do mean a nice price. I wouldn't pay I'm not saying they're not worth what they're going for, because they obviously are, because there was never intended for release in the UK, which is where people think they were. They think, oh yeah, you could. Don't get me wrong, I think you could get them in a few shops, but it was very, very limited release. So, they were actually made for export. There is a couple of sites on YouTube, and there is one chap, I can't remember his name now, and he has got the original one of them, and he does show it. And I would say that, although it's not an original or it's not official, it is a bootleg, is probably on par with his sound quality wise, from what he said. I can't remember his name now. I'm ever so sorry. I'm really, really am sorry. I can't remember your name. So like I say, if you want coloured Beatles LPs, that is probably the cheapest way for you to add them to your collection without spending a fortune. But you've got to remember that they are what they are. They're not official. Some record collectors won't buy anything that's unofficial or bootleg. Now, to me, it doesn't matter. I just buy something because it's different. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it's been entertaining for you, and I hope you've learned a little bit. I don't take myself that serious, as many of you know. We've been watching my videos now for, I think it's 9 months. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, just do me a favor. If you like this video, when it comes to the end, if you liked it, just hit the notifications button down here. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and then if you hit the subscription button as well. If you hit the notification button, then you will get notifications, obviously, when I'm going to be doing new videos. Now, from time to time, I must stress this, we do videos on other artists other than the Beatles. Not very often, but we do. I do it just to keep people interested, and as I say, although I'm a Beatles fanatic and a Beatles collector, I'm a record collector as well. So, I do like to show some of my other records, basically just to keep people interested. John, Paul, George and Ringo are there today. They decided it was a bit too out there. They couldn't see what I was doing, so they says, "Can we come and watch you from there, Dave?" I said, "Well, Irish into the Liverpool, but apologies." So that's going to be it for today. As always, love one another, look after yourselves, and that is it, really. So yes, would I recommend you buying this? If you want coloured Beatles LPs and you don't mind them not being officially licensed, shall we say, then yeah. If you want to be a purist and just want the 100% legitimate releases, then don't buy it. Simple as that. I would buy it. Well, I did buy it. Like I say, I've got no problem with having an unofficial release. I would love the original release, but it's always far too much money. So that is the next best thing into it. And that sleeve's lovely. That sleeve is actually a lot better than the 2022 remix album, I think. It's a lot more vivid in colour, isn't it? So as always, thank you to everybody that is subscribing. Thank you to everybody that is leaving comments, and thank you to everybody that is leaving thumbs up. It does mean a lot to me. Obviously, the channel is starting to grow a little bit now. So if this is the first time that you've ever seen one of my videos, and you've liked it, please just do me a favour, subscribe, notifications and like button. That's all I ask. It is free. It doesn't cost you a penny. If you've thinking, well, this video is okay, but it's not really my cup of tea, have a look at some of my other videos. I can only show you certain things. I can't play you my records because of copyright. I did do a video when we went to Liverpool a couple of weeks ago, and I was walking down Matthew Street, and as I walked past the Beatles Museum, which is owned by Rogue Best and Pete Best, there's some Beatles music playing. Because I stood outside and I was telling you about what was in there, I had a thing come through saying copyright infringement, blah, 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 blah. Now, I didn't want to delete the video because I'd come home by then. So the only way I could do it was to actually get them to mute the video where the music is. So if you watch that, I'm very, very sorry that you know, it is muted in one place, but it is still a nice video to watch, don't get me wrong. But, you know, that is something out of my control. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave from Derbyshire in the UK, wishing you all a very happy Easter, if you celebrate Easter. We do. I'm going to be eating some chocolate Easter eggs in a bit. So whatever you're doing today, please be safe. So till the next time, it's Beatle Dave wishing you all peace, love and happiness.